Jessica and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video we're going to be making oat milk. But before we get into the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you don't miss another one of my videos. Alright, let's get started. So oat milk seems like it's been a new fad lately. You can add it to your drinks at Starbucks, you can buy it at the store, you can even have oat milk ice cream. Part of my job being a nutritionist and in the dietetic field is to always try out new things and learn about every different kind of diet or anything new in the health and food department on the market. So I definitely had to try this oat milk for myself to just see what the whole fad was about. I was actually pleasantly surprised at how easy it was to make and how good it tasted. It's important to note here that when you're making oat milk, it's not necessarily the same process like other non-dairy milks. Here, you're not going to want to wring out as much liquid. Also, you don't have to soak the oats overnight or for a while beforehand, so that really cuts down on the time, and it literally takes maybe 5 minutes to make oat milk. So how would you use oat milk? You can use oat milk just like any other milk that you have. You can put it with some ice and just drink it like that. You can add it to your coffee, you can add it to an oatmeal recipe, but it does have a stronger oaty flavor, obviously, so I wouldn't recommend putting it in any savory, maybe desserts or anything like that. So it's super easy. All we're going to do is we're going to blend up our ingredients and then we're just going to strain. Now I like to strain twice because that just leaves a creamier, nicer consistency, nothing grainy or anything like that. You'll see in a little bit. So all we're going to need to make this oat milk is some whole rolled oats. Now if you are gluten-free, just make sure to get an oat that is certified gluten-free. Then you're just going to need some maple syrup, some vanilla, some water, and some sea salt. So the first thing that we're going to do is just blend all the ingredients together. Okay, so now it's time to blend all of the ingredients. I'm going to start adding them in. If you have a Vitamix, then definitely use it. I still got to get my hands on one of those. We have our maple syrup, our vanilla, our salt, and then our water. Okay, so now you're just going to want to blend this for about 30 seconds, and you do want to make sure not to over blend here. You just want to blend until it looks nice and creamy and white. So now you should have something that looks like this. Now the next step that we're going to do here is we're going to strain it over another bowl. So I'm just going to grab another bowl. We're going to take a nice fine strainer, and we're just going to pour it right over top. Okay, so here it's going to be a little bit different. If there's any liquid or pulp or anything that builds up in the strainer, you're not going to want to press it or push it or anything to try and make it go through. This is not what we want for this oat milk. So here you're going to want to discard everything that's in the strainer, even if it's a little bit liquidy, it doesn't really matter. Because this is what's going to make your milk be grainy and slimy, and that's not the consistency that we want. We want a nice, creamy, smooth consistency. Okay, now this is completely optional, but if you want to get an even smoother consistency, then you're just going to want to strain this twice. So you can see there's a little sediment at the bottom. So I'm just going to rinse this out and strain it one more time. Okay, so we're just going to do this one more time. And now look, there's like barely anything that came through this time, but it's still a little some grittiness that I wouldn't want in there. Okay, so now this is what we've got. A nice, smooth, creamy oat milk. So you can always add more maple syrup to taste if you like something sweeter, just to have that nutty, mapley flavor. Then you can always add some more. The flavor of oat milk is always best when it's chilled, preferably overnight, but if you want to have it right away, then I would just recommend putting it over some ice. Now it's important to note here that there's a natural separation that's going to occur in the fridge when it comes to oat milk, so you're not going to want to shake it up like you would other non-dairy milks. You don't want to mix this all in. You would rather let all the sediment form at the bottom like we kind of saw a little bit before I strained it twice. And you're just going to want to let that sit, so when you're pouring, you're just pouring the nice creamy consistency and texture over top, and the sediment just stays at the bottom and you can discard it when you're done. But I'm not telling you you can't shake it. I mean, of course you can shake it up before you pour it, but if that's the texture that you like, a little bit more pulpy, a little bit more grainy, then go ahead and do that. But if you like a nice creamy smooth consistency, then don't. Okay, so now I have my little glass here with my sphere ice cube, and we're just going to pour some over top now and try some. So now that I have my whole setup here, it's time to taste it. Oh my gosh, that's so good, you guys, and it's so easy and simple to make. I don't know about you, but I love oatmeal, so I love anything with an oaty type of flavor. It's so delicious and so different. Now, if you have a lactose issue, some sort of intolerance, or you just go dairy-free, whatever it might be, I definitely recommend that you try this. It's so good. Well, that's all I have for this video, you guys. I hope you liked it, and I hope you learned something new. Make sure to give me your feedback in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you don't miss another one of my videos. If you want to get my exclusive nutrition tips, healthy food recommendations, and delicious recipes just like this one, then make sure to head over to my description box, click the link, and join the fam. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.